Katherine Youngblood Glass. I'm a Houston lawyer, and I've been involved in the liberty movement for 30 years. I believe in American exceptionalism. America is exceptional not because of any accident of geography or the ethnic makeup of its citizens. No, America is exceptional because we believe in freedom. We were founded on it. We believe in the natural rights of human beings as supported in our Constitution. That's what makes us exceptional. Now, every country could be exceptional. We don't have a monopoly on freedom. That every country could have the same benefits of liberty as we have enjoyed. They just don't seem to want it. And that's sad. Now, the most exceptional thing about America is Texas. Texas is the world's best example of, we have the best history of liberty-loving, liberty-living people that I can think of. We're at a pivotal crossroads in this country. We are under attack, economically, politically, and the threats, the dangers come more from within, sadly, than without. Texas has to be a bulwark against this attack. We have to be strong. We have to be a fortress against people who would take away, forces that would take away our freedoms. We have to be a beacon, an example, and show what can be done, not just to the world, but to other states and to our federal government. I don't believe that this stand should be taken in the form of secession. I believe in America, and I'm not walking away from her. Not when at her hour she needs me. But I do believe in sovereignty. In Texas, the 10th Amendment sovereignty, state sovereignty, where we have our own sphere that we should be allowed to make decisions for ourselves, and that should be respected. So that's what I, as governor, would be focused on, how to reclaim, reassert, and promote Texas sovereignty as never before has been done. Because if America falls, where can we run to? We're on this earth. Can we ever retreat and live in freedom and peace? We can. This is our last stand. And I'm not going to let it fall. Not on my watch is America going to fall. As a trial lawyer, I've been reading up on issues of nullification and interposition. Of course, I should have known this, but they don't teach you this in law school. It just doesn't come up in the practice of law, but I've been reading and studying. And I'm past the studying part on the philosophy of it. I am now trying to learn as much as I can and think through the mechanics of it, how this would work in practical reality. And I think there are many things that governors can do, particularly in Texas, to defeat federal encroachment. But we'll get more into that later. I'm very optimistic about the future of freedom, about the future of Texas, and about the future of America. Because even though we have very serious problems facing us, I think as long as we can maintain the right to make our own decisions, none of these problems need to defeat us, and none of them will defeat us. But we have to maintain sovereignty, sovereignty on an individual level, sovereignty on a state level, and sovereignty on a national level, to each make the decisions that is in our proper realm. Politics, I have said, is the means by which the rich and powerful become even more rich and powerful. I want to be governor because I have no rich and powerful friends. My friends aren't going to get anything out of my holding this office. Everybody is going to have to learn to abide by our Constitution, both our state and our federal. And as I think that can be done, but this is a powerful force that we have against us. that we have to overcome to stand up to the powers that be. And I think we can do that working together for them. There's nothing so powerful as an idea whose time has come. Our idea is liberty, and its time is now. I said those words in 1982 when I ran for Attorney General on the Libertarian Party ticket. I looked at that film the other day, and of course, my first thought is, oh, I was so young then. But then a second one is, you could run it again today. We're still talking about the same thing. We're still stuck in the same place. But I think that events have caught up with liberty, and people are looking for something radically. They're so desperate, they'll think about liberty now. And I truly do think that it's a new day and a new time. They're willing to take a fresh look, or maybe a new look, at liberty and libertarian principles. And we have a very happy coincidence of the moral and the practical arguments being one and the same. So I think things are, don't mean to be pessimistic, but I think things are going to get much worse between now and the November election. I think people are going to be more and more ready to consider what might have been considered radical ideas, even as a year ago. So I think we can make that argument. We can make great strides. We can make a difference. And that's what I want to do. I want to help libertarians and the libertarian principles get a wider audience, more acceptance, and more practical exposure to people. It's a good time for it, and I think we can do it, work together. But I'm very glad to see that we have so many people coming into the movement new. They're energized, they're trying to find where they're going to fit in, but they're on the right track, and we want to do all we can to encourage them. Because my theme song, campaign song, I think would be "The Best Is Yet to Come." I truly believe that we can get past these problems, these obstacles, and we can establish a society, a state built on principles of liberty and create more prosperity, more safety, and security. And that's what I'm working for, and I hope you'll work with me.